Welcome everyone to my second video on my channel. This will be my first Let's Play, and I would like to welcome you all to a game known as Search and Destroy. Or Seek and Destroy. Seek and Destroy. Silly me. Silly me. Now, this is a odd game, and normally on a playthrough people would be like, oh, let's do a new game and show off all the features. Well, I did New Game once. Twice, actually. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't like starting from the beginning. I do, however, like being a silly, moronic idiot and insane. So, screw that. Now, the thing is, this game repeats the campaign over and over and over again. So, we will be doing my profile, and we will be starting technically from the beginning. Now, I have no idea if I'm ear-splittingly loud to you people, or if I'm not. And frankly, I'm not at too much of a position to care, because you can turn your own volume down, damn it. So, let's begin. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you, I've already set this up, so I don't need to worry about fiddling with any of the things. This is a good old little Panzer III. I've fitted it out with all the things I need to be not overpowered for this beginning mission and, well, still be moderately deadly to the enemy. Now, interesting thing about this game that I wanted to show in the beginning, Houstons will be using this place, you're not allowed in and out of the harbor. Well, they won't give a real shit if you go into the harbor. And the funny thing about it is that if you want to come over here and just, like, fiddle around, for some reason, you're able to go back here. Now, I don't know if you were ever supposed to be able to go over to that ship and talk to it, because you get to talk to ships later on in the future, but this area is actually pretty extensive for a small little glitch. I mean, you can go all the way out here. There's a pretty big area to just, like, have cordoned off for no reason. And oh my. Well, you can go into this. Now, I don't know if there's anything secret with this. I wouldn't really know. And look, you can't go back in, so obviously I went in that at the right angle. And that didn't happen when I was recording it before, so... So this is quite interesting that they're just like, yeah, you can't. Actually, you kinda can. Now, there's other bits where I could search for that, but I'll probably do that on my own time, not waste any more of your time, people, because we've only got 15 minutes due to YouTube's video length restrictions and shit. So let's get on to the first mission. Actually, I'm technically lying to you. The first mission is you defending off against the hordes of people attacking the first town, and you're stuck with whatever you have at the time. Now, I had a giant battleship killing tank, so that was the easiest mission of my life. I decided that for this mission, oh, by the way, that mission takes place in this town here. One of my favorite things about this game is just the ability to fuck around with shit. Alright. Now, let's just get into this first mission, shall we? I think I'll be doing the first mission and maybe a little bit of the second, if I can make it, for you for this game. Now, these guys hold some importance, but they don't really matter too much. Now, the Q-stins are the enemies of this. The protons, or prostins, or whatever the hell you call them, are the good guys. Now, oddly enough, in this cutscene, they show off one of the cooler abilities. And every tank has one in this cutscene. Except mine. Because, you know, I'm just such a badass, I don't need to worry about that. Now, I have on me a standard shell. It doesn't really do much damage, and it's not really that long range. And there is really no point to, well, fighting these guys up close here. But I do enjoy this. Now, the coolest thing about this game is that you're just a tank. A talking tank. and can do what you want with the how you engage your enemy forces. Now, as you can see, these guys are Panzer 1Cs. That's like a crappy-ass tank in real life. It barely does anything. These guys would be lucky if they could even fight the tanks they're fighting at the moment. But this is a health-based, damage-based game, so, you know, there's gonna be things different. This guy's also one... Yeah, they're basically silly. These guys are actually artillery of a sort, which I find funny that they throw artillery in here. Oh, that one spotted me. Oh no! Now, I can really just give no shits about these allies of mine, or I can help them. Either way, you know, the battle will go differently depending on how things go. But the enemy brings a reserve. Now, the funny thing about the enemy reserves... well, you can run away, little bastard. Or maybe not. The funny thing about the enemy reserves is, if I remember correctly, the general is here as well. Actually, no, now that I think about it, I killed him. Okay, that reminded me. I killed the enemy general in the beginning of this, so we don't get to see him in this battle. But if you kill the enemy general, who usually looks far different and more menacing than the others, well, the battle ends early. I'm really just taking out these reinforcements because I have nothing better to do at the moment. And the battle has been won. With only 6 minutes, I guess I might as well go off and do some other battle. Now, I never understood these names. And I kind of don't care, truth be told. But I'm going to show off, during this Let's Play, a few battles that are odd, to say the least. I always love that tilt to the side, as if I'm actually listening to a radio. Now, the funny thing about this game is that if you want to, you can go ahead and just... I love that. Come with us or go with the Resistance. You can go ahead and do what you like in this game. And based on your decisions, certain other battles will have other stuff. Yeah, I don't need money. I've beaten this game a decent amount of times, and I love it. Now, I'm just going to go off into the garage, and we're going to see just what tank I feel like taking. Now, funnily enough, this is the tank that the commander of the enemy forces would have been in the first battle. He would have been black, he would have looked like this, and probably would have been carrying something more along the lines of this, an AP shell or something. I really have nothing against any of those weapons. They're pretty good. Now, I'm just going to go into this in a sort of semi-overpowered bit, because I kind of want to just show this off. Now, this is pretty much what he would look like, weapons included. Well, maybe not the main cannon I have at the moment. I'm not going to go with any special parts. I'm going to go with moderately okay stuff. And I could put a shit ton of armor, but you see that weight limit there. If I go over it, I'm pretty much just saying hell no with all this. Funny thing is, this game gives you the ability to take the armor off of your tank already. And you'll go a lot faster when you do that. Now, sometimes that's actually a pretty good idea, but most of the times it's not really that good. Now, I'm just going to go at this this way. Now, there are actually 2 missions that we could take for this next battle, and I think I'm going to end it off after showing both of them. Well, without going in them. I have to be careful. Alright, here's the mission that almost no one knows about. Because it's a mission that, you know, it's off to the side, you don't really see it. that sort of thing. Now, funnily enough, this area here will become important depending on what we do. We can either A, choose to help the rebels take over this area and save one of our commanders that way on this bridgey area, or we can attempt to go this way. And this mission I never really knew about until my second playthrough, because I always saw the other one being this mission here, and I never really understood it too well. I know now that this mission, while pretty okay, this mission is far cooler. Because you get to fight in a desert, there's a bunch of other tankers there that are actually really hard. It's the better of the two. Now, I'm going to go ahead and let you people decide. Now, the thing is, there's a second decision to be made. I can either use this tank here, and you guys get to see this thing fight in action, which I'll admit isn't that great based on the weapons I have, or I can go ahead and grab another one of my tanks here. Now, I'm pretty much going to say that if I'm fighting the mission that's kind of fun and decent, I will be going ahead and using a Porsche Tiger. Or a Tiger model of some sort, depending on what you people want. I'm going to let you guys vote in the comments, because, well, I want this to be a sort of everybody thing. And if not, I'm going to use this tank in the other mission of saving the general. Now, the saving the general mission is this one, and the fighting off the people in a desert is this one. So, viewers of YouTube, you shall decide what I do and what I don't. I will see you in the next episode, and depending on your votes and comments, I will either A, be choosing the one to my right, or B, choosing the one to my left. We're going to call this option 2 because I don't like it. And this one's option 1. So, with that straightened away, I thank you for your time. And if you want to keep watching this series, go ahead. I will attempt to make a playlist or whatnot. Thank you for watching me. I've been Sir RMZ124. And, well, this has been Seek and Destroy. Well, that just about covers it. I'll do a bit at the end of every mission where I show off something stupid. Now, I've got this kitted out to just be retardedly fast, because I find it funny. These are parts that you can't get until, like, the end of the game. But yes, I'm making a tank fly with wings. And one last thing. If you ever wondered what this volcano is there for, it's to tell you a secret! And this is one of the silliest ways to figure out that that's a secret. It's just like, yeah, go ahead and tell this guy. And when you go to the first town, which, by the way, is not the town that I started in. It's the town way over here. And you go and find him. You know what, I'll actually show you people who it is that you have to tell. You can get some pretty good weapons from him. I mean, I never do it anymore because I obviously have almost all of them. But I don't have everything in this game, at least I don't think so. Now, the person you have to tell is this one. Just some random townsgoer. And, you know, you go ahead and tell him the secret and he'll give you shit. I don't know all the codes for this game, and this is a really old game, so I'm not sure if there even are some of them, but hey, if you know it, put it in the comments below. And like I said, thank you for your time. I hope you all have a wonderful day.